I broke up with a girl. I wanted to quit music, everything. I can't do it anymore. Why? Everything was for her. Right? My friend told me, Gita Male has a karma yoga. Dai, you have to do it. You have to do it. You have to do it for the people you promised that you would do this for. You have to do it for your mom. You have to do it for your dad. I told my dad I broke up, and he's like, you're such a wuss. You're crying over a girl. You know what kind of pains exist in this life? You dimwit. Kathor. And ever since then, I've been just doing push-ups and going. So push up, go. Push up, go. Astina, we set two world records in 72 hours. Yeah. Right? We don't have the certificates yet, but I'm not big on certificates either, okay? I dropped out of 2 colleges twice, once each. Because first time I was weak, second time, Anila I just passed. I couldn't go to the college because every time I went to the college, they were like, Bhaujile marya ho? Did he really kill himself? I didn't want to answer those questions. I talked to the college. They were like, you can take 6 months off. Once I went back, all the grades were fail. Fail. And that's not what we agreed on, no. Austin, a recent example. I'm not going to name the college, but I'm like, a scholarship dinju. Timro the YouTube ma tim tara raisa bhanera bhanyo. 3 महिना free मा पढायो दाइ. 4th month देखि बिल आको रे के. अनि किन भनेको त कागज गरेन नि त. अनि कलेजसँग नि कागज कलेजमा गएर अनि कलेज पनि चोर हो भनेर सोच्छ त कसैले. कलेज त झन् चोर नहुन सिकाउनु पर्ने हैन र. Same thing happened with this. My college, they were like, you can take 6 months off. But when I came back, they ungraded me everything. Like on fail gardiyo kya. What I asked for was a leave so that I can continue after 6 months. Now those Fs are going to mess up my 4 GPA kya. मलाई चाहिएन त्यो degree भनेर. It's based on my principles. I've said it in a song. I dropped out of schools. I dropped out of school for my principles. So fuck my principal. Yeah, but I dropped out. I dropped out of the second time. I didn't just drop out because of that. I also felt like I had achieved enough knowledge to navigate in the market because I didn't know business. I only knew music, and I felt like I knew enough business to go ahead. We're still testing it. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. We'll find out in 5 years. But the world record we have not gotten the certificate yet. And there are 2 categories of world records that we've set. One is most albums by an artist in a year, which is 11 albums. It's technically 12, but I'll say 10, 11. Because album issue I don't want to speak on something that is not legit. And the record before that was 6 albums. So I just went extra hard so that I didn't want anybody to break my record in 6 months. I wanted it to stay for a long time. But what happened is, see, this is me. This is why I love myself. Okay, December 31st, we did that. And then I expected, can't walk in the streets. I'm going to be too famous, man. Come on, all my work is going to pay off. Nobody gave a shit. Nobody gave a shit. Maybe they core people, they noticed it. I know. But besides that, most people didn't give a shit. So I got pissed. But I don't get pissed and, do stupid shit. My boys found me another world record to beat. It's like, Dai, can you do this? It's like, why not? The world record was Kumar Sanu sir. Kitabe, that guy. I grew up listening to this guy's music, right? I hope that's his song. Or there's another song I like. I listen to a lot of Bollywood. I don't know if that is Kumar Sanu or not. But there's another one I know is I forgot. Sapna ma bhetna aउँछौ तिमी. Oh my God. This is just some song. I used to listen to him a lot when I was a kid. And they showed me his world record and he said 28 songs in 24 hours. Because he had a very busy schedule.
Wow, 28 songs in 24 hours.
That was his record. Wow. You're going to be so impressed in a bit then. So he did 28 songs in 24 hours because he had a very tight schedule and he had to travel. So he had to cramp up the studio sessions in a day. He did that. Are you Googling it? We can Google it because this one shows on Google. Most songs, to the counts, we'll have to update. Guys, while we're on this subject, no. Shara KP Oli sir, he said, Nepali le chance payo bhane garcha भन्नुभएको थियो उहाँले. हामीले गरिसक्यो chance पाएको छैन. So sir, if you're listening, chance चाहियो है. I'm like, come on baby, Most songs in 24 hours. No. Kumar Sanu भन्यो भने चाहिँ आउँछ त्यहाँ. Kumar Sanu भन्यो. This one shows on Google. This one is yes, sir. Yes. There we go. That needs to change, sir, because right here, 19 hours, 30 songs.
Wow.
I know. And right before I started the session, We started at 7 to 7 p.m. Everything is documented. Everything is already documented through FL Studio because it says when it was recorded. Metadata saves our lives. Aba 19 hours ma 30 वटा गीत सकिएर we stop. We like party हान्न थाले हामी दाइ. भइहाल्यो नि, come on man, like why stress रे हैन. Legit 30 songs दाइ. Again, didn't write a word down दाइ. It was all freestyle. Gets more impressive. Kumar Sargo, probably 5 to 10 songwriters wrote his songs and he had to go to the studio, just sing them. It was already composed and everything. I was listening to the beat, making the song as I go.
Okay, so the plan thing.
None of it was planned.
All
it was
freestyle completely.
Yes, I told the boys, don't even play me the beat because that's cheating. Everything needs to happen in the session. Right before I did the record, I called my mom and she saw it in my eyes. Like, he has full face. She started crying. Right? She started crying like, and I was like, I also started, it's mom, no? So I started crying and then I told her, shh, Kotor, come on. What is this? Don't cry. Wait, you're not believing in me? I put the phone on the floor. I did 50 push-ups right in front of her. And now she's not crying anymore. I'm not crying anymore. And then I told her, I'll call you tomorrow after the record is done. I called her 6 hours early and the record was done. See, they've not changed it. This pisses me off. Why has it not changed it? Change it, baby. We did it already. But actually, the certificate I was, maybe it'll change. And like I said, I'm not big on certificates.
How do you register that?
We have to send it to Guinness. It's in London. We have to, they'll probably send somebody over or we'll probably have to go over there to educate it. And there are so many world records, okay, dai. म यिनीहरूलाई चाहिँ झोले वर्ल्ड रेकर्डहरू भन्छु. नो डिसरेस्पेक्ट, ओके, नो डिसरेस्पेक्ट. यस्तै हुन्छ र संसार बिग्रिन्छ क्या. गिनेस वाज द बुक अफ वर्ल्ड रेकर्ड्स. अब इन्डियामा नि एउटा खोलिदिएको छ, इन्डोनेसियामा नि एउटा खोलिदिएको छ. इट्स लाइक अर्कै वर्ल्ड रेकर्ड, बुक अफ वर्ल्ड रेकर्ड्स, वर्ड प्ले हान्छ उनीहरूले. इट्स जस्ट लाइक विजय साईको नासाको सर्टिफिकेट जस्तै भयो त्यो. द्याट्स नट द काइन्ड अफ वर्ल्ड रेकर्ड आम टकिङ अबाउट. दिस इज द गिनेस. अनि what I want to also use this moment to say is because I won't get to flex like this all the time, okay? That I'll be in a low point in my life. You know? This is a moment where I've set 2 world records in 72 hours. Or because it will not show you on Google right away. Because this is there are world records that are already set and get broken. And there are world records just ko category nahi chaina. So the 11 albums in a year ko चाहिँ categories chaina. हैन?
Okay. कसैले पनि अहिलेसम्म गरेछ. What was the like most
six थियो. त्यो भन्दा अगाडि I don't remember. It was not a popular band.
Okay.
That's the thing. Before people start debating, there's a guitarist who has played guitars that are like small guitar riffs on 127 plus albums in a year. But again, I'm talking about an album that is completely composed, produced, written. I don't write, but like when I say it, I have to say the song is written. So the written, mixed, mastered, all by 80% me. 20% my boys. They did it.
You never write songs?
I used to write songs. I wrote songs for 9 years. And then Break Station ko podcast, which is, I was coming to that, sir. Break Station ko podcast was the first podcast I did, like really did. You know, Ani, my mom always says to me, she's the funniest person I've ever met in my life. Love you if you're watching. She actually said, she called me, are you nervous? And then I can't nervous huncha मेरो छोरा. It's like, I am kind of nervous because I'm nervous for her again because her expectations are always so high from me. I gotta always live up to. So I hope I'm doing good, baby. You know. So what was I saying? Shit, ADHD. My God.
Break Station, yeah. So my mom tells me I shouldn't have gone to the Grammy. I shouldn't have gone to the Break Station and said, "Oh, I'm a Grammy liera aunchu." Ani, that's something I had said 10 years ago. I was in King's College. I was pitching my business proposal to my principal. And in saying that, I said, like, I'm going to take Nepali music international. In 10 years, I'll get a Grammy for our country. It's the bachako dream. Like, the bachako dream, also I'm trying to fulfill. This is the year I'm going to go get it. I'll tell you why. Break Station ko podcast, my Grammy is not the only thing I talked about. I said, by the end of this year, I'm going to stop writing my songs. I'll not note them down. I'll go off the top of my head. Did it. I didn't even talk about 1 world record. I said 2. Why will I not get the Grammy? If not me, then who? If not now, then when? Like, there were rappers who said, Nepali Grammy ni jitna mildaina hare. Are you serious? I've checked out, India there's been 22 Grammys so far. India le jiteko. Out of them, 16, 17 are for child jingles. Cheat code betayo kya? They found a category somewhere there. No money sign, so they got a lot of Grammys. त्यो बाइक seriously जित्यो भनेको A.R. Rahman sir, very inspirational, great composer. त्यो पनि Slumdog Millionaire को OST को लागि जितेको जस्तो लाग्छ. I'm not sure though, है. Don't quote me on that. नेपालबाट त अब अहिलेसम्म कसैले they've not even dreamt of it. अनि अस्ति नै we were talking दाइ. It's like 2 years, 3 years भयो नेसनली ग्रामी लिएर आउँछु भनेको रे. अरू कोही ऱ्यापरले खै तँभन्दा अगाडि म लिएर आउँछु चाहिँ भनेकै छैन क्या दाइ. Pisses me off and everybody says न सक्दैनस् खै त ग्रामी भन्छ. But then nobody says, you know what? I'll do it before you, bro. त को हो र? I want somebody to say that to me so bad. If anybody's out there, if anybody's, come on, say it to our faces and get it before us. I would love it. किन भन्दाखेरि मैले मात्र ग्रामी ल्याउँछु भने होइन क्या. मैले नेपालीले पनि ल्याउन सक्छ भनेर विश्वास दिलाउनलाई क्या. I always say 23 years old, I was the producer of Yama Buddha. When I was 23 years old, never got to release the album the way I wanted because he passed away, right? I'll never be more successful than that. People don't realize that. People don't realize that after that, everything has been in dedication to his dream, in service to his dream, in service to my parents, in service to my family, my team. That's it. I don't really care much about money. I don't really care much about fame. I really don't. I've said it before. I've not meant it. I say it now and I really mean it. I do this to make people around me believe they can do it too. Imagine the 5 people who were with me in the room in that. We did it in a hotel room. We have a studio in Pokhara now. We have a studio in Kathmandu also. Any studio I go to, most of them, they will not even let me pay because they say, oh, you are nasty, don't pay once. So God bless, thank you so much. We still went to a hotel room and did it. You know why? Soundproof room चाहिँदैन गर्नलाई भन्नलाई. That's the message. The 5 people who are in the room with me, do you think they'll ever think anything is impossible? Never. Never. They'll think, I've seen magic happen right in front of me. But how can anything be impossible? So that is way more important than... That is what I think my dad instilled in me. A lot of people said I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth. Maybe pittal gola. So, like, it was not silver, but I'm not going to say, like, oh, malai khana thiyena thiyena. My dad came to Kathmandu. He stayed in a 1-room apartment with just a bathroom for like 2-3 years. He worked his ass off, built a house. Now my life is good because of him. And I feel like if I don't use this leverage I have to inspire the youth and do everything in my power to push my country forward, everything he did was wasted. And I'm not going to let my dad's energy, sacrifices go to waste.